So mainly OOPS concept is nothing but it is like reusability. Maximum purpose is reusability. Okay, so that's why OOP is used for reusing the program. Okay, and it is also main aim is to implement the real world things like whatever we are using the inheritance means from one class properties we can access to the parent class properties, like hiding the data, we can hide the data, we can protect the data, we can private the data. Okay, we can use the data locally, whatever, like that. Polymorphism means many ways we can use many from by using a one small code we can use in many ways. Okay, that is a polymorphism abstraction. So these are the different features are there in the OOPS concept. By using this OOPS concept is nothing but object oriented. Object oriented means by creating the object we can take any number of values or any number of input variables we can access. Okay, suppose when you are using some, suppose you are randomizing the variables in the Verilog. If you see, suppose I have a b c d like the 10 number of variables are there in the Verilog. If you want to assign the value in the initial block using Verilog, you need to assign like a equal to 10, b equal to 20, b a c equal to, like that each variable you need to assign. Or if you want to randomize, what happens, a equal to dollar random, b equal to dollar random, c equal to dollar random, like that how many variables you have, you need to use all something dollar random. But in system Verilog, by using the OOP concept, by using the object directly, suppose we are creating one object obj. Okay, by using obj we can access all these 10 variables. Okay, by using obj dot you already know all these variables we will be written in the transaction class, right? Obj dot transaction instance tr equal to dollar random. If you put like this, all 10 variables or 100 number of variables will be randomized by using this single line. No need to assign for each and every variable. Okay, that is main benefit of object oriented. We can create the objects, we can access the classes, like that. Okay, we'll see one by one concept, then you will understand. If you don't have if you don't understand anywhere, please let me know, we'll discuss clearly. Okay, so unlike procedural programming, here WOOP model programs are organized. These all theoretical part, whatever we have discussed, just go through that. Coming to WOOPs, what are the main concepts we have? Those things we'll discuss. Okay. So system Verilog object oriented programming is mainly understanding of WOOP functionality. That is not like a Java. Java has a mostly syntaxes, complex syntaxes we have in Java, but System Verilog is a very simple class-based language. Okay, we can write the code in very simple way. Okay, so System Verilog, we first need to understand the several fundamentals related to the object, like what is mean by class, what is mean by method, what is mean by instances, what is mean by inheritance, encapsulation. If you understand these basic things, you can write the program, you can develop the program easily. Okay, so what is mean by class? First of all, what is mean by class? Class is nothing but it is a central point of OOP that contain the data and the code with the behavior. Okay, that means it has the code and the behavior, nothing but it have the properties, behavior and functionality of the code, whatever. Okay, everything will be in the within the class. We can create the object and we can write the functions, we can write the task, we can call the functions, calling the task, everything will be happen within the class. Okay, so what is mean by object? Object is nothing but to access the class members. What is mean by member? Member is nothing but whatever the variables we are writing within the class. Okay, to access the members within the class. Okay, by using the object name, we can access the class properties by using the object name, whatever I have shown the example before, right? So by using the object, we can access the all class properties. Okay, that is a simple way. That is the thing. And methods are nothing but whatever it have both attributes and behavior. You already know method means whatever we are writing in the task functions. Okay, they will do some functionality, it has some behavior, right? So those things we will write within the methods. Okay, next, inheritance is nothing but accessing the suppose we have the two classes, like a parent class and a child class. If child class want to access some properties from the parent class, it need to use the inheritance. Okay, then all the parent class properties will be inherited to the child class. Okay, that is the inheritance. That means the reusability of code. Okay, whatever the properties we are using the parent class, whatever the functionality we are using in the parent class, again we no need to um, write the same code in the child class. Directly we can access the parent class. Okay, these things we will use in the UVM mainly. Okay, in UVM what we'll do mostly, we will inherit all the libraries, right? Like a UVM library calling driver is calling from UVM lib.h. Whatever the files we are saving in the UVM lib.h, the driver will access. Okay, by using the inheritance like that, mostly we will use within the UVM. Then system verilog also we will use. So both are similar only. Next, abstraction is nothing but mainly use it for hiding the data. Abstract. Okay, by using those abstraction can be used to hide the data. Okay, so once we go to topic one by one, then you will get everything clearly. Encapsulation is also hiding the data. Encapsulation is using protected and local methods, but the abstraction is mainly using the virtual. All these are similar only. That's what I told you before. All abstraction or encapsulation or polymorphism, these three all are will be similar only, but we need to understand what is the main difference between them, how we have to use the local, how we have to use the protect, and how we have to use the virtual classes, virtual task, virtual functions. Okay, virtual class is nothing but abstraction class where we need to use, how to use those things mainly you need to concentrate. Okay, next, polymorphism is nothing but suppose you have written a driver class. The driver class you can use multiple times. Okay, that is nothing but polymorphism, using multiple times same code, same behavior, how to use the multiple times, many forms. Okay, so that is nothing but polymorphism. So these all the base overall discussion about the OOP concept. What are the main things you need to learn? Okay, first one, you have to know about the what is mean by class, what is mean by object, what is mean by inheritance, abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism. Once you know these different things, how to use and where to use, when to use, then you will get everything clarity. Okay, have you did you have any doubts, everyone? Okay, so first we'll see what is mean by class. Already we have discussed so many examples. I think everyone got the clarity. I think you have some knowledge on Java also, so everyone have the clarity what is mean by class, right? So class is a implementation of abstract data type. It defines the attribute and methods. Okay, attributes are nothing but the variables, whatever input and output variables. Mostly whatever we are writing in the test bench architecture, we will write in the transaction class, right? Whatever input and output variables are there, so those are nothing but attributes. And methods are nothing but functions, task we will write, right? So those are the methods. So a class will have some attributes and methods with the implementation of data or something operations or functionality, whatever, everything we will write in the class. Okay, so instances of classes are nothing but objects. Instances of a class. Suppose if I want to assign some data to this I, how can I assign this data to the I? You can assign within the class, or if you want to assign outside of the class, suppose outside of the class, if you want to assign, what you have to do for this A, we need to create the instance. I'm creating the instance name as a obj. Okay, so obj dot I, obj dot I is equal to 10. Like this, I can access the variables of the class by creating the object. Okay, so how we will create that object A obj equal to new of. Okay, so A is the class name, obj is the instant name, is equal to new is nothing but creating everything, whatever mailbox or semaphore, everything, whatever we want to create, we need to use the new method. So when you want to access some something, and if you want to assign some value, means you need to put like this. Okay, so instances of classes are nothing but objects. Okay, consequently, classes defines the properties and behavior of set of objects, right? Next, what is mean by object? We already know object is nothing but instance of class. Suppose here one class is there. Class simple. Simple is the name of the class. Within the class, we have declared two variables, int I comma j. Task printf. Printf is the method here. Printf is the task or method. Dollar display ij. Here we are within the printf task, we are printing display I comma j. Okay, for this I comma j, how we have to pass the value? We can pass within the class directly, or we can pass out of the class. Here is the program main or module, whatever, program or module, anything you can use. Okay, so program main is the name of the program, initial begin, simple obj1, simple obj2. What is that? Simple is the name of the class. Okay, whatever the name, if it is a simple, or it is a example, or it is a whatever the name of the class, it is a parent or something. Okay, for that I have created object 1, object 2. This is not creation, this is just declaration. Okay, we have declared the object 1, object 2. Once you have taken new off, then only it is a creation. Okay, so object 1 equal to new, object 2 equal to no, new. Okay, you can put directly here, simple object 1 equal to new of, simple object 2 equal to new of, within the same line. No need to put two lines, but as it is the first example, so we have taken like that. Okay, next, how we are assigning the values to ij? So object 1 dot I equal to 2, object 1 dot j equal to 5. For second object, we have created object 2 dot I equal to 4. Okay, next we have printed how we are not printing, we are calling this task, we are calling this method by using the object, because it is within the class, right? So by using this object, we are calling the task. Okay, obj1 dot printf task, obj2 dot printf task. Once you call this first one will be executed, it will go to directly task printf statement, and it will execute I comma j values. Okay, after that, once object 2 printf statement executed, it will call this printf task, I j values will be executed according to your statements. Okay, this is nothing but object, how we are creating the object. Did you got the clarity, everyone? What is the difference between class and object?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Next. So this is the declaration of object, class name and object name, whatever. These all are user defines only. You can take any name. Okay. And this is the creating of objects by using a new method, declaration creation. So this is the simple example. Okay. So see, class packet length equal to 0. Initially we have assigned length equal to 0. Okay. Within the function new int l. Int l means we are passing the l value here. Okay. Length equal to l. And function here what we did, program main initial begin packet pkt. Packet dot length equal to 10. Okay, here also same program. But why here we are getting error null object access, but why here we are getting length equal to 10? Can anyone tell me what is the answer? What is the difference between them? Declaring object. Okay. Any other answer? Any other answer? Girls, can you explain?
After declaration of object, it should be creating a new object, ma'am.
Okay. So here we didn't created the object. We just declared the object. Okay, Piketty dot length equal to 10 means without creating the object, how it will take, how it will assign, right? That too, this function we have called as a new of. New of means if you see right side new of 10, that means this 10 we are passing to the int and new method. Okay, already new method is nothing but creation. That too, it will call this a function. Okay, so that's why here we didn't created the object, here we created the object. That's why we got the error here, null object access, because object is not there here. Okay, it is not accessing the value here. That and here we created the object, so got the length equal to 10. Okay, maybe you will get the doubt here. Suppose here if we take the new, in place of new, if we take some function name equal to um function name equal to, what is there before, function name equal to printf, suppose printf or something printf, maybe you will get the doubt here directly. Can we assign pkt printf of 10 in place of new? Can we assign like this? Okay, but it is wrong, we cannot assign, because the new is different. New is creating, print is different. Printing is just calling this function without creating the packet. You cannot call this function print, right? We will see the example. I will show you the difference. So what is the error? Duplicate identifier pkt. Duplicate identifier pk will display something. Okay. Value equal to 10. So when we take function print intel, so pkt dot print of 10, we are passing 10 to the print function. Okay, value equal to 10 we got. Okay, suppose in place of this, suppose I am taking new of 10 directly. This is also new. So here also we got the value equal to 10. Okay, but what I told, suppose here I have taken new, here I have taken printf or print. If you are passing new of 10, it doesn't take. Okay, suppose I am taking without a new, I am just passing 10, as we are seeing in the first example. I am just passing 10 here, then it doesn't take because we didn't created the packet, right? So getting the error, if you see in testbench.13, expression 10 is not a class or compatible class, hence cannot be assigned to the class handle. Okay, because it is not created. First of all, object is not created, that's why it is not assigning to the class handle. Okay, so if you put new, it will assign like the packet. Before, whatever we have seen packet, first you need to create that, then you need to use the print statement. Okay, did you got the clarity, everyone, how the object is working here?
Yes, ma'am.
Inheritance. Okay, inheritance is nothing but you already know, whenever the parent class want to access something from sorry, whenever child class wants accessing parent class properties or functionality or objects, whatever, we need to use the inheritance. Okay, so suppose here super class is nothing but parent class. Okay, super class or parent class both are same. If class A is the super class, inherits from class B, then class B is the super class of A, because A is inheriting from B. Okay, then B will be the super class of A. Suppose B is inheriting from A, that means A will be the superclass and B will be the subclass. Okay, whatever inheriting something from other, that other class will be the parent class or superclass. Remaining classes will be child class. Okay, and subclass or child class or extended class or derived class. These are the four different names we have for subclass or child class. Okay, if class A inheritance from class B, then class A will be the subclass. If anything, something inheriting means that will be the subclass. Okay, so that is the difference. And main idea is when you want to create a new class, there is already something included within the parent class. If you want to take again and again, means it is a time waste, right? So that time you can just inherit from the parent class. Okay, those things, whatever the functionality you can inherit. Okay, overriding, how we will override the data. Okay, how can we override the data of the parent class? Okay, so if you see here, class parent task printf method, in that method we are displaying the statement, this is the parent class. Okay, and next, subclass. What is the subclass? Class, subclass extends parent. Parent is the name of the parent class, subclass name is the subclass, or you can put here in place of something, any name, whatever you want. Okay, and task printf, this is the subclass. We have displayed some statement, and within the main module we have created one object, p object for parent, s object for subclass, and creating the declaration here, and creation here. Okay, p dot printf, s dot printf. Here what we just calling this task and this task, s dot printf and p dot printf. Okay, that is how we can call. You already know. Okay, did you understood everyone here? Inheritance example. You can go through the EDA playground and try with the different ways, like by removing the printf statement and by putting the subclass by adding some of the things in the subclass. Okay, by assigning a p equal to s equal to p, how those are working. These all things we can discuss, no problem. Next, super keyword. What is the main use of super keyword? Super keyword is nothing but it will be useful mainly whenever you are deriving within the subclass. Okay, it refers to the members to the parent class. Okay, then it can be access the members of the parent class when those members are overridden by the derived class. Okay, suppose here what is happening here, class parent task printf. This is the parent class we have written in the main parent class. Okay, and class subclass extending the parent class. What we are telling here, task printf, we are calling task printf. Okay, task printf means it should print some data whatever we have in the printf within the subclass. Okay, next we are calling super.printf. Super.printf means it is calling the parent class printf statement. Okay, it is calling the parent class uh, printf method. Okay, what we are telling here, for subclass we created yes. Okay, subclass we created s equal to new and s dot printf. Whenever we are using s dot printf, it print whatever we have written within the task printf and also super dot printf. That means this also it will be called. Okay, we'll see the example. See what see here, this is a parent class. It is printing this is parent class. Actually, we didn't call the parent class here. We just call the subclass as dot printf. Okay, so by use, if whenever we use this super dot printf, because of that super dot printf, it is calling the parent class. Okay, and I'm writing here dollar display. This is subclass or derived class. Okay, so here first it will print this is subclass, then it will print super.printf. That means this is parent class. Okay, see this is subclass and this is parent class. Okay, that means by using the super keyword, okay, from the subclass we can access the parent class properties. Okay, that is the main. Have any doubts, anyone? Today's session? If you revise all the concepts as your project and all completed, whatever we have discussed the system verilog concepts, just revise all the things. And for oops also, once oops concept completed, I will share you the assignment. Okay, those assignments are very 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 good assignments. Okay, if you want to get the practical knowledge, you must try those examples, because those are given from the product based companies and for the freshers, okay, who are entering into the domain for interview questions. Okay, so those are very important. If you want to get the practical knowledge, you need to practice those things. That is for sure. Those are very helpful. Okay. Okay, see, if you see, just take one Excel sheet like this. Okay, so write a class, all the whatever, suppose this is assignment 3. Okay, write all the questions like this and take link here. Okay, like that, whenever you want, you can just search like that and you can see. Okay, all how to write the program. Okay, so if you have any doubts, if you struck anywhere, okay, these things will help. Okay, I will share you these. I won't share all the things. If you have any doubts, we can take as a reference. Okay, did you
Okay,
have
ma'am.
any doubts up to now? Up to interface, inheritance, right? So up to inheritance, everyone clear? Can you tell me what is mean by inheritance? Anyone?
Occurring child child classes many times, ma'am.
Okay. Occurring child classes many times, no. What is mean by inheritance?
From parent classes, uh, it will be creating, ma'am. From existing class, we will create some other classes, ma'am.
Okay. So inheritance is
Classes will
nothing
be
but
created.
yeah, we can acquire the properties of a parent class to the child class. Whatever the properties or members or methods, whatever we can access to the child class. Okay, we can inherit the properties of parent class to the child class. Okay, that is nothing but uh, inheritance. Okay, when we are writing the code, when we are writing generator block, driver block, like that, in the parent class, what we will do in the parent class, we will declare the instances of mailboxes and interfaces and transaction class. Okay, we will write the function, and within the function we will write include all the things. Okay, whatever we need to call. Okay, so if you want to derive that parent class in the child class, okay, if you want to use any properties of the parent class within the child class, if you want to write any additional functionality, we can use the child class. Okay, so that is the inheritance. Okay, for small things we won't do the inheritance, but when you go for complex coding or in UVM, we will use the inheritance. Okay, and what is mean by class? What is the difference between class and the object? Can anyone?
Class where we can define the mm,
Okay, suppose this is the class name is the A. Okay, within the class we have the members are nothing but a variables, A B C D, whatever, address or data or clock reset, whatever the variables we will have within the class. Okay, suppose inheritance is nothing but this class A, we are inheriting the properties of the into the child class, properties of the parent class to the child class. Okay, what is mean by object? Object is nothing but instance of the class name. Suppose class name is a. For this A, I am creating some mem is nothing but object name. Okay, for A class, mem is the name of the object. So that is the difference between class and the object. You already know, I think so. So today we are going to discuss on what is mean by encapsulation, how we will use the abstract class. What is mean by abstract class and what is mean by polymorphism. Okay, these three are three different topics. Okay, all are similar only, but you will feel like all are similar. Okay, so try to understand the concept. If you don't understand the concept, we can discuss one or two times. Okay, try to note down the point. Okay, in a simple way. If you note down in a simple way, when you are when you are facing the interview, you won't get any confuse. Okay, what is mean by virtual class, what is mean by virtual task, virtual function, where we have to use, when we have to use, what is mean by polymorphism, where we have to use practically. Okay, what is mean by local protected, these kind of words, you won't get you won't get confusion in the interview point of view. Okay, so write down a small point anywhere, then you can remember those things. Okay, first one is encapsulation. Okay, you already know in C++ or in Java, whatever you have learned, those all are similar only. Okay, encapsulation is nothing but it is the technique of hiding the data. Okay, we will write the data within the parent class, sometimes in the child class. Okay, uh, we won't give the access to everyone to access the parent class members, right? Everyone won't have the access. Okay, only for particular persons or for particular people, whoever want the access of the parent class, not only access of the parent class, whatever you are thinking. Okay, either the bank, okay, bank related or any your personal property related, whatever. If you take for example, okay, suppose if you take your personal property related, you won't give access for everyone, right? Everyone can't access your property, whatever the name, on which name it is there, on which site, which place. Okay, whatever the names you are hiding, because it is your personal property, right? So if you want to give access to some other persons like your children or your parents, okay, like that you can give the access for some other persons, right? Then how you will giving the access? Okay, so those are like similar kind of things. Okay, encapsulation is nothing but hiding the data. Whenever you hide the data but you want to give the access to other members, other child class members or outside the members, then you can give the access. Okay, so that is the meaning of encapsulation. um, it is nothing but it is a technique, the data within the class and making it available only through methods is nothing but encapsulation, because it seals the data. Whatever we should not expose to everyone, it will seal the data. Only for the trusted users only we will give the access of the data. Okay, so by default, all members and methods of a class are accessible from anywhere by using the object handle. Right? If you see previous examples, whatever we have written in the class, within the class we have written some address. We have created address outside the module. For the class name, we have created the object and we have written address equal to 20, address equal to 40, address equal to 30. What is that mean? That is nothing but we are accessing the address member of the parent class. Okay, in the parent class there will be property or members or functions or methods, whatever. Okay, by the from the outside of the class, that means within the module we have accessed that address. Access is nothing but here we are changing the value of the address from the module. Okay, that means this address can be modified by anyone. Anyone can be modified. Okay, so like that normal case, but by default all the methods or classes are accessible from anywhere using the object handle. Sometimes this could corrupt the class member value, which should not be touched at all. Sometimes we should not give the access to all which are personal. Okay, so access control rules that restrict the members of the class from being used outside of the class. So this is achieved by prefixing the class members with the keywords like local and the protected. Okay, did you understood? Encapsulation is nothing but hiding the data without giving the access to all the members. Okay, so for that reason, how we can hide our data, how we can control the access means by using the local and the protected, we can control our data without accessing anyone. Okay, we can give the access only for particular user, only for particular members. Okay, so that is nothing but local and protected. Now we'll see how we will use the local and protected. So a local class member is nothing but whatever the variable you are using, you can declare that variable as a local. Local in the sense only class members can access, outside the people cannot access. That means outside the class whatever the module or sub child class cannot access. Okay, so local means only within the class members only get access. Okay, next protected. Protected means what? Suppose there is a parent class. Okay, sometimes suppose here there is a parent class and there is a child class, and these are the outside members is nothing but module you can think. Okay, if we return anything as a local in the parent class, we cannot child class members or any other modules cannot access. Okay, just think like your property is a parent class. Okay, you don't want to give that property access to your child or other outside members. Then what you have to do, you have to put that as a local. Local means only you can access, or your parent members can access, your member can access. Okay, but second case is your child can access. Okay, but others cannot access your property. Then what you have to do, you have to put as a protected. Okay, whatever the parent members are there, if you put like a protected, your child can access your property, others cannot have the access. Did you understood the difference between local and protected?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll see how we will use the local and protected. Local, some data type variable name. So this variable will be accessed only by parent. And protected data type, some variable syntax. So it can be accessed only by the child class members. See, in some use cases, it is required to access the class members only by the derived class. Derived class is nothing but child class, right? So this can be done by prefixing the class members with a protected keyword. Okay, so example. Okay, if you see here, this is the local. Okay, by using the local variable, by using the local variable, what we have did here, class parent local bit temporary address is declared as a local, and function we are passing some value to the function or address. So temp address equal to or address plus 10. Okay, and displaying some function. Okay, and outside the class module encapsulation, if you see 22nd line, we are accessing the address, temp address. PC dot temp address is nothing but PC is the object name, and temp address we are accessing here, which is a restricted. We cannot access the variable. Okay, so if you run, what we will get, we'll get error, compilation error we will get. See what is the error? Cannot access local or protected member from this scope. Okay, so it is a compilation error. So how you can avoid? How you can avoid means you just no need to access these things outside of the class. Okay, so like this. Here we didn't access anything from the class. Okay, so we got temp address equal to 15. So that is the local. Next, protected. Protected means we cannot access, but our children can access our property, not by others except children. Okay, so protected means protected bit A has declared with protected, and function new passing some value and some expression for A and displaying address and child class. What is there in child class? Child class extends parent class, function new, super dot new of. What is mean by super dot new? Can you tell me super method? We already discussed super keyword. What it will do, super keyword? What is the meaning of super keyword?
Without declaring, we create an class.
Not without declaring. Super is nothing but it will point to the parent class. Whatever you are calling, it will point directly to the parent class. That means whenever you are calling the child class, okay, suppose you are calling the child class, automatically it will execute this super. Super is nothing but directly this function will be called super dot new of, means this function. Suppose if you write a super dot display of, super dot display of, that means whatever is their display function in the parent class, you can call by using the super method from the child class. Okay, so function void increment, A is incrementing here within the child class. Within the child class means we are not assigning anything here, just we are incrementing. Incrementing is nothing but assigning. We are accessing that property. Okay, we are accessing the A property of parent class to the child class. Okay, so module encapsulation, for parent class we created one object, child class created another object, and passing the value new of 5 and 10 to these functions. Variable declared as a protected. See, pc.a equal to 10. That means we are accessing the way A from the parent class. Okay, PC is the object of the parent class. Okay, is it allowed to access the parent class member to the outside of the class? The parent class properties we are accessing from the child class and also outside class, outside members. Okay, is it allowed to access outside members, whatever the parent properties? Hello,
Ma'am, we can allow, ma'am.
you can allow now. Your property can access by any others.
No, ma'am.
Then anyone cannot access, right? Your property anyone cannot access, others cannot access. If you give permission to your child, then your children can access your property. Otherwise, your children also can't access the property. Okay. So that is the difference between local and protected. If you don't understand, let me know. We'll discuss once again. Did you understood everyone difference between local and protected?
Ma'am, can you repeat once again for local, ma'am?
Okay, see. Yeah, that's why I told these all will be confusion. See, in local also we have parent class, child class, and other. Think like a other. Think parent is nothing but you. Okay, think like a you. So you have some properties. Okay, you have some properties. You don't want to whatever you have the property, your child should not have the access, and others also cannot use your property. They don't have the access. You want to keep your property as a hiding your property without giving any control to the others. Okay, sometimes you want to give control to the other, then what you have to do, that is nothing but encapsulation here. Okay, so here your property, you are not giving access to the child or a other. మీ ప్రాపర్టీని మీరు ఒక్కలే యూజ్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారు, ఇంకెవ్వరికి ఇవ్వాలనుకోవట్లా. మీ చిల్డ్రన్కి కానీ లేకపోతే బయట వేరే వాళ్ళకి కానీ ఎవ్వరికి యాక్సెస్ లేదు. మీ ప్రాపర్టీ మీకు మాత్రమే యాక్సెస్. ఓకే, ఏమన్నా చేంజెస్ చేయాలన్నా, మీ నేమ్ ఏమన్నా చేంజ్ చేయాలన్నా, లేకపోతే మీ అడ్రస్ ఏమన్నా చేంజ్ చేయాలన్నా, మీ ప్లేస్ ఏమన్నా చేంజ్ చేయాలన్నా, ఏదైనా కానీ సరే మీరు ఒక్కలే చేంజ్ చేసుకునేలాగా ఉంటే అది లోకల్. ఓకే, లోకల్ అని చెప్పి ఇక్కడ మనం వేరియబుల్స్ ని డిక్లేర్ చేస్తున్నాం పేరెంట్ క్లాస్ లో. అంటే మీ చైల్డ్ క్లాస్ చిల్డ్రన్ కానీ లేకపోతే బయట ఎవరు కానీ యూజ్ చేయలేరు, వాటిని ఎవరు మార్చలేరు. ఓకే, ప్రొటెక్టెడ్ అంటే ఏంటి? పేరెంట్ క్లాస్ ఉంది, చైల్డ్ క్లాస్ ఉంది, బయట అదర్స్. ఓకే, ఈ పేరెంట్ వచ్చేసి చైల్డ్ కి యాక్సెస్ ఇస్తున్నారు. అంటే చైల్డ్ మార్చచ్చు. మీకు ఏ ప్రాపర్టీ అయితే మీ ప్రాపర్టీ ఉందో అవి చిల్డ్రన్ చేంజ్ చేయొచ్చు. మీ అడ్రస్ కానీ మీ నేమ్ కానీ లేకపోతే వాట్ ఎవర్ అయ్యంతా చిల్డ్రన్ చేంజ్ చేయొచ్చు, బట్ అదర్స్ చేంజ్ చేయడానికి యాక్సెస్ లేదు. ఇది వచ్చేసరికి ప్రొటెక్టెడ్. అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తున్నారు పేరెంట్ క్లాస్ లో? ప్రొటెక్టెడ్ ఏ అని పెట్టారు. ఏ అంటే ఒకవేళ మీ ప్రాపర్టీలో ఇదొక మీ నేమ్ అనుకోండి, లేకపోతే మీ అడ్రస్ వాట్ ఎవర్ అనుకోండి. సో ఇది చేంజ్ చేయడానికి మీరు చైల్డ్ కి యాక్సెస్ ఇచ్చారు అంటే ప్రొటెక్టెడ్ అని పెట్టారు. ఇప్పుడు అర్థమైందా లోకల్ అంటే ఏంటి, ప్రొటెక్టెడ్ అంటే ఏంటి అని?
Yes, ma'am.
ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లో ఇక్కడ ఏం చేసాము, లోకల్ అని ఇక్కడ పేరెంట్ క్లాస్ లో పెట్టాము. లోకల్ బిట్ టెంపరరీ అడ్రస్ అన్నాం. అంటే ఆ టెంపరరీ అడ్రస్ ని చైల్డ్ క్లాస్ యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోలేదు, బయట అదర్స్ యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోలేరు. బయట అదర్స్ అంటే ఏంటి? ఇక్కడ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ద క్లాస్ కదా. అవుట్ ఆఫ్ క్లాస్ ఇక్కడ ఈక్వల్ టు 20 అని పెట్టింది. ఈక్వల్ టు 20 అని పెట్టిందంటే ఏంటి? ప్రీవియస్ గా ఏ వాల్యూ అయినా ఉండని ఆ వాల్యూ అనేది 20కి మార్చింది. 20కి మార్చిందంటే ఈ అడ్రస్ ని ఇది యాక్సెస్ చేసుకుంటుంది కదా. ఇది ఎలో కాదు అని ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది అనమాట ఇక్కడ. అలా యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవడం ఎలో కాదు, లోకల్ గా ఉంది. అది ఓన్లీ పేరెంట్ క్లాస్ మాత్రమే, అంటే మీరు మాత్రమే యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అని. నెక్స్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఏం చూసారు? పేరెంట్ క్లాస్ లో సేమ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకున్నాము. పేరెంట్ క్లాస్ లోనే మనం చేంజెస్ చేసాము. అవుట్ సైడ్ ద క్లాస్ మాడ్యూల్లో మనం ఎలాంటి చేంజెస్ చేయలేదు. ఈ టెంపరరీ అడ్రస్ అనే మాట ఇక్కడ అసలు తీసుకురాలేదు అది. ఓకే, ఆ చైల్డ్ క్లాస్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ వేరు, మనం అసలు అవి తీసుకురాల, అందుకని మనకి అవుట్పుట్ వచ్చింది కరెక్ట్ గా. టెంపరరీ అడ్రస్ ఈక్వల్ టు 15 యాజ్ పర్ దిస్ ఫంక్షన్. ఓకే, ప్రొటెక్టెడ్ అంటే ఏంటి? సపోజ్ ఇది ప్రొటెక్టెడ్, ఇక్కడ ఏం చేసాం, ప్రొటెక్టెడ్ బిట్ టెంపరరీ అడ్రస్ అంటే అది ఓన్లీ చైల్డ్ క్లాస్ మాత్రమే యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోగలదు, బయట వేరే వాళ్ళు ఎవ్వరూ యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోలేరు. ఇక్కడ మాడ్యూల్ ఎన్కాప్సులేషన్, ఇక్కడ ఏం చేసాం, పీసీ టెంపరరీ అడ్రస్ ఈక్వల్ టు 10 అన్నాం. అంటే ఆ అడ్రస్ ని ఇక్కడ మాడ్యూల్లో యాక్సెస్ చేసుకుంటున్నట్టేగా, అంటే ఆ నేమ్ అనే వాట్ ఎవర్ ద వాల్యూ చేంజ్ చేసినట్టే కదా. సో అది యాక్సెప్టబుల్ కాదు అని మనకి ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది, ఎందుకంటే అది ప్రొటెక్టెడ్ గా ఉన్నప్పుడు చైల్డ్ క్లాస్ మెంబర్సే యాక్సెస్ చేసుకుంటే, లేకపోతే యాక్సెసబుల్ కాదు అని ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది అనమాట. ఓకే, మీరు ఇంతకు ముందు ఏం చేశారు, ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్ రాసేటప్పుడు కానీ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ రాసేటప్పుడు అసలు లోకల్ కానీ ప్రొటెక్టెడ్ కానీ మనం ఏమీ యూజ్ చేయలేదు, డైరెక్ట్ గా అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ద క్లాస్ యాక్సెస్ చేసుకున్నారు. అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ద క్లాస్ ఏదైతే మనం అసైన్ చేసామో డిస్ప్లే స్టేట్మెంట్స్ బట్టి వచ్చేసినాయి. కానీ ఎప్పుడైనా మీరు ఇట్లా హైడ్ చేసుకోవాలి డేటా అంటే ఈ ప్రాపర్టీస్ యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు, ఈ లోకల్ కానీ ప్రొటెక్ట్ కానీ యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, నేను ప్రొటెక్టెడ్ తీసేసాను అంటే నేను హైడ్ చేయాలి అనుకోవట్లా, పేరెంట్ క్లాస్ డేటా కానీ చైల్డ్ క్లాస్ డేటా కానీ హైడ్ చేయాలి అనుకోవట్లా, నార్మల్ కోడ్ ఎలా ఉంటారో అలానే రాశాను. సో ఇక్కడ ఏదైతే పీసీ డాట్ టెంపరరీ అడ్రస్ ఈక్వల్ టు 10 ఇచ్చామో ఆ 10 అనేది అసైన్ చేసుకుంటుంది, సో మనకి అవుట్పుట్ అనేది వచ్చింది. ఓకే, బట్ ప్రొటెక్టెడ్ గా పెట్టినప్పుడు అవుట్పుట్ రావట్లా, బయట వాళ్ళు యాక్సెస్ చేసుకుంటే. కానీ ప్రొటెక్టెడ్ పెట్టినప్పుడు చైల్డ్ క్లాస్ వాళ్ళు యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అని చెప్పా కదా. సో ఇక్కడ చైల్డ్ క్లాస్ ఎలా యాక్సెస్ చేసుకుంటుంది, ఇక్కడ టెంపరరీ, ఇంకా ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇది టెంపరరీ అడ్రస్ ప్రొటెక్టెడ్ అని పెట్టాము, బట్ ఇది చైల్డ్, వాళ్ళ చిల్డ్రన్ యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. సో టెంపరరీ అడ్రస్ ప్లస్ ప్లస్ 22nd లైన్ చూస్తే టెంపరరీ అడ్రస్ ప్లస్ ప్లస్ అని ఉంది, అంటే ఏంటి, వాళ్ళ చైల్డ్ ఆ ప్రాపర్టీని ఆ మెంబర్ యొక్క వాల్యూని మారుస్తున్నారు, అంటే యాక్సెస్ చేసుకున్నట్టేగా. ఇంకా బయట ఎవరైనా యాక్సెస్ చేసుకున్నారా అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ద క్లాస్ విత్ ఇన్ ద మాడ్యూల్లో? ఎవరు యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవాలా, ఇది జస్ట్ మెథడ్ ని కాల్ చేసి రిటర్న్ చేస్తున్నారు, అంతేగాని ఎవరు యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవాలా. ఓకే, సో ఇప్పుడు ఏమొస్తుంది అవుట్పుట్, టెంపరరీ అడ్రస్ ఈక్వల్ టు 21 యాజ్ పర్ ద ఫంక్షనాలిటీ. ఇవన్నీ ఒకసారి మీరు చూడండి, 21 వచ్చింది కరెక్ట్ వాల్యూ. సో అది ప్రొటెక్టెడ్. ఎన్కాప్సులేషన్ అంటే నథింగ్ బట్ హైడింగ్ ద డేటా. ఎలా హైడ్ చేస్తాము అంటే ఇట్లా లోకల్ యూజ్ చేసి ప్రొటెక్ట్ యూజ్ చేసి హైడ్ చేస్తాం. అర్థమైందా ఇప్పుడు ఎవ్రీవన్? ఓకే, ఎనీ డౌట్స్ అదర్స్?